Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. On this 04.18.2025. Current time is 06:13 a.m. Eastern Time here in upstate New York. That'd be the southern tier of upstate New York where I live and reside on this Friday morning. Thank God it's Friday. We made it. The weekend is upon us. I am Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich here on Rumble Studios. At Fireman Rich over there on X. Let's see. Let's check the X Live. Yep, we're up on the X Live. It's up and running as far as that goes. That's good. And we started the Facebook. We remembered the Facebook as far as that goes. So we're on the Facebook live, and we are also broadcasting into Twitch, YouTube, and locals. So we're on 6 platforms. And we got a whole shitload of commercials today. But we are broadcasting off of Rumble Studios into those platforms. And I want to say good morning and welcome to the broadcast for this hashtag positive start to the day, hashtag PSTTD. And we do have the morning coffee. It would not be a morning coffee broadcast if we didn't have this cup of good stuff. And it's tasting mighty fine, man. I almost was thinking we could put a shot. That'd make it even more better, right? I got some over there on the hutch there. I'm seeing a little. No, I'm not going to do that. But the coffee is tasting mighty fine this morning, folks. But we are getting the day started here. And I hope everybody had a good day yesterday. I hope everybody had a good week. I had a fairly decent week. Yesterday was good. We did the audio podcast. We ended up posting over there on X at Fireman Rich a replay of my chicken dinner that I got the other day on PUBG Battlegrounds. And I got 10 KIAs in that game and was able to survive 25 minutes. That's I don't know how many chicken. That's the first one this season, the new season. I play with a partner there, Wingnut. Give him a shout out. A great PUBG Battlegrounds player, and I'm learning a lot. I am learning a lot, which I'm very grateful for. I want to say thank you, Wingnut, there over there in Scotland. He is a great player, and we played yesterday, and we had some fun. And I am really enjoying. He suggested I should get a gaming mouse, and I got a gaming mouse, and it's working out really well. And actually, I really like it because I'll pick up this mouse, and I'm like, what the hell is this thing? Because the other one is, I don't know if I can show it. I don't have the lights on. I turned it off, but you can see the difference in size. This is the new mouse. It fits my hand perfectly, and this is the one of 4 mouses that I do use. And but we haven't gotten a chicken dinner on squad yet. We've come close. We could have had one if it wasn't for my bonehead shooting friendly fire towards Wingnut. I killed him. He's going in for the kill, and I think it's somebody else across the square there, and I end up shooting him, and then the guy gets me. It's just like you got to be aware of where your partner's at, and as far as that goes. But it is a very fun game, and I'm back on that, and I sort of. I am not doing that much of the gaming of Lord of the Rings, but hopefully that'll change this weekend. We'll get some gaming because I think next Thursday, is the birthday of Lord of the Rings. Next Thursday, the 24th, and it'll be 18 years I've been playing that game, and so we're gonna say happy birthday. It's a birthday month for Lord of the Rings Online, and it's a great game. So I do like gaming. I do like the gaming. I started doing the audio, and when started the live stream, I said, "Oh, what's this gaming? Let me do this," and then just evolved to this as part of it, part of the repertoire, if you would say, and such. So let's see. We are getting started here, and the current temperature hasn't changed. Oh, that's different. The current temperature here in the southern tier of upstate New York at 6:18 a.m. is 30 degrees Fahrenheit. It's cold out there. It was nice yesterday. I had the solar panels out yesterday too. I had them out for soaking. They had been out for a month, so it was clear blue sky when me and the missus got back from the walk yesterday, and I said this is going to be a gorgeous day. So I had them out there, sort of solar farming, getting topping off my 125 amp deep cell battery there, and that's always fun to do because it's free electric. I've got the solar panels, so why not put them out on a sunny day? I almost thought I was going to get a second battery, but I never did. I don't think there's really a use for that right now. I don't use it. I charge the battery up, and that's what we use for. If the power goes out, we have electric to power our lights at night because I think most of our lamps, this lamp included, have a low amperage light bulb, and that makes the battery last. I think I did some math calculations on the battery. If I had four lights attached to it, and it would go for like 20 to 23 hours if I had it continuously on. So, you don't really need the lights on that long at night, but long enough to see what you're doing, and then go to bed, and then you wake up the next morning, put the solar panels out, and recharge the batteries and stuff. It's a good thing. So it was a nice day yesterday, and but I'm not sure about this morning. Well, I do see some blue sky off in the distance there. Um, and oh, it looks like we're going to have sun today. Maybe I might put the solar panels on again. Partly cloudy. High. Oh, we're going to be 70. Oh, I thought we were going to do 70 degrees tomorrow. It's going to be 73 degrees today. Woo-hoo. Winds out of the south at 10 to 20 miles per hour. We got mostly sun, partly cloudy when we get towards lunchtime into the afternoon. Um, let's see. The sun will be rising this morning at 6:21, and that's in about 1 minute. It's 6:20 right now, so 6:21 a.m. The sun will be rising, and yeah, I see blue sky over there. Okay. And the sun will be setting later today at 7:50 p.m. The days are getting longer. We're getting a minute each day almost. So pretty soon it'll be 8 o'clock, and then it's summertime when it gets close to 9 o'clock. I like seeing that. That's one of my favorite days. Seeing the 12 hours of daylight, 12 hours of nighttime. That's when it's up over past. So sun will be rising at 6:21, and it's rose at 6:21 right now. Sun is up. The sun is up. And so we'll be setting this, like I said, this after later this evening at 7:50 p.m. Our world times and temperatures as I speak, starting in Honolulu, Hawaii at 12:21 a.m. Cloudy skies in Honolulu, 73 degrees Fahrenheit. In Phoenix, Arizona at 3:21 a.m. Cloudy skies in Phoenix, 63 degrees Fahrenheit. In the windy city of Chicago at 5:21 a.m. A little cloudiness, some clearing there. The moon is peeking out, and actually the moon is right out there. I see it. I don't know if you can see it. It's right there. You see the moon. The moon is out there. Um, so so there's a little bit of the moon. Chicago can see it right now. In New York City, the jungle, the concrete jungle, as I like to call it, 6:22 a.m. 6:22 a.m. Currently here in the southern tier of upstate New York. It is sunny and clear in New York City, 45 degrees Fahrenheit, going across the pond, the Atlantic Ocean, to Cork, Ireland at 11:22 a.m. Cloudy skies in Cork, 52 degrees Fahrenheit. In Milan, Italia, it's lunchtime in Milan. Manja in Milan at at 12:22 p.m. Cloudy skies in Milan, 63 degrees Fahrenheit. And skipping over to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia at 6:23 p.m. in their early evening and late afternoon, I guess you could say, at 6:23. Sunny and clear, 88 degrees. 88 degrees. I don't think it's ever gotten 60 degrees in Kuala Lumpur. I've never seen that, but it's 88 degrees in Kuala Lumpur. Tokyo, Japan at 7:23 p.m. Clear skies in Tokyo, 68 degrees Fahrenheit. And down under on the great continent of Australia and great country of Australia, friends and allies of the United States, that we do appreciate it. In Melbourne, Australia at 8:23 p.m. Cloudy skies with a little clearing, 64 degrees Fahrenheit. And over to the east in Sydney, Australia at 8:23 p.m. in their evening, clear skies in Sydney, 66 degrees Fahrenheit. And those are world times and temperatures as I speak. And we do have a thought for the day. It comes from one of the great American football players, a football quarterback. His name is Roger Thomas Staubach, nicknamed Roger the Dodger, Captain America. Captain Comeback is an American former professional football player who played in the National Football League for 11 seasons with the Dallas Cowboys. He was one of Dallas Cowboys' great quarterbacks. And I sort of like the Dallas Cowboys back when he played with them. Okay, his thought for today and our quote goes as follows. There is no traffic jam along the extra mile. Oh, that's a different one. There are no traffic jams. Did I say it? Yeah, there are no traffic jams along the extra mile. And you say, what the hell does he mean by that? Well, I think what Roger Staubach is sort of expressing in that quote, there are no traffic jams along the extra mile. Yeah, there are. No, they're not. Figuratively speaking, he's saying the extra effort and going beyond what is expected often leads to success, rewards, and opportunities. We know that. You go the extra mile, you do the extra time, you do the extra work, you put in harder work, and but it reaps rewards and opportunities that are not easily obtained if you take the easy route, the shortcuts, and do the bare minimum. So go the extra mile when you're doing something. I always try. Okay, sometimes let's just accomplish this. But there's things I've done in my life as far as let's go the extra. And you know what? You're greatly appreciated of it. Oh, you didn't have to do that. That's going the extra mile when you get a comment like that from the person that you're doing the work for and stuff like that. Oh, you didn't have to do that. You didn't have. I just wanted you to mow the lawn. You didn't have to clip do the edging and the weed whacking. Tony D, salute to you, my friend, my brother veteran, my good friend and fellow broadcaster. He's coming in on chiming in on the Rumble. Salute to you, my friend. Hashtag positive start today. Tony D says good morning.
Good morning.
The missus says good morning, Tony. So Roger Staubach, a great. Did you hear the comment? The thought for the day was from Roger Staubach, Tony. His comment or his thought for the day, his quote is, there are no traffic jams along the extra mile. So I know Tony goes the extra mile. He has to, the job he's in. You're almost expected to go the extra mile turning that wrench, I think, right, Tony? Good to have you here, my friend. Good to have you here. So a great quote from Roger Staubach, a great American quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. God bless you, sir. He's still around, you know. He's not. It's one of the rare quotes. That's an understatement. It's an understatement. Okay. Going the extra mile. It's an understatement. That's pertaining to his work and stuff. And as far as that goes, I'm fully aware and firsthand, even though I haven't done the work, I know exactly what Tony does for his job and stuff. Very important job, and I don't say that lightly. It is a very important job that he does. Keep up the good work, Tony. And thank you for your service, sir. I appreciate it. Going back, let's see. Tony is letting us know he's going on all the platforms. He's on Twitch. He's on, let's see. Did he pop in? I know he popped in. Yep, there he is. He popped in on the Facebook. See, I got all the things going today, Tony, because last night when I did Let's Talk Football, I only go to 3 platforms there. We're on everything. We're on Rumble, Twitch, YouTube, X Live, Facebook, and locals. So Tony is letting us know down there in Warner Robins, Georgia, where he's at, which is south of Macon, which Macon is south of Atlanta, Georgia. But down there in Warner Robins, Georgia, it's 54 degrees Fahrenheit, 83 or 85 for the high today, and 53 for the low. It looks like you're going to have a good day down there, Tony. And let's see, we have 2 people over there on X Live. Thank you very much, X Live. Greatly appreciate it. We have 7 people on Rumble. Rumble rocks. Yes, Rumble rocks. 1 person on YouTube. 4 people on Twitch. So thank you very much for the folks on Twitch. Greatly appreciated. And those that are just watching, as far as on the replay, as far as that goes. And we do repurpose the audio of this broadcast over there on audio or Spotify for creators. And so the audio is over there for like 8 or 9 different other platforms for people to listen to if they want, if they so choose. If you do, it is greatly appreciated as far as that goes, and such. So there's our thought for today. Let's see, our National Day today. Let's see, our National Day today is, we have National Exercise Day. Exercise. No. Today, Good Friday. Yeah, it's Good Friday. It is Good Friday because Easter is this Sunday. Oh, wow. Good Friday today. The big Christian thing. National Clean Out Your Medicine Cabinet. We don't really have a medicine cabinet. Oh, yes, I guess we do. We got some cabinets and the traditional one. National Poem in Your Pocket Day. Okay, I like this one. You can't beat this one because the missus went grocery shopping yesterday, and today it's National that. And you know what she got? Can you guess what she might have got? And we haven't gotten these in a while. And you say, why do you have them? You don't have any kids anymore. Your kids are all grown and on their own. And I'm still a kid at heart. Today is hashtag National Animal Cracker Day. Okay, how about that one? Get a bag. Remember the box, the circus boxes? I got those as a kid. They were good. They had a little strap you can carry it, like a suitcase. Hashtag National Animal Cracker Day. They're good. They're good stuff. National Animal Cracker Day on April 18th each year celebrates a childhood favorite. A box, or in this case, we have a big bag that you get of animal crackers. Of these sweet animal-shaped crackers, not only provide a delicious snack, but they also offer a little entertainment. You can play with them. Just like you can call. Yeah. The celebration brings us back to our childhood memories and the many boxes of animal crackers we shared with our friends. I never shared them. They were mine. You didn't eat any of my animal crackers. Animal crackers refer to the type of small cookie baked in the shape of circus or zoo animals, such as lions, tigers, bears, and elephants. The most common variety is a light-colored and slightly sweetened. However, makers also offer chocolate and frosted varieties. Frosted ones are good. Even though animal crackers are made with lard dough, that's not good for you. It's not good for you. But man, much like crackers. They're sweet like cookies, and they taste good. I like them. They're good. Get a handful there for a snack, and you're good to go. So today is hashtag National Animal Cracker Day, as far as that goes. Hey, Buggy, how we doing, huh? How you doing, kitty cat? Um, like I said yesterday, we did have the audio podcast over there on Spotify for creators, and which is a scaled down version. It's like 30, 45 minutes where I do the same bit, the thought for the day. It's a great meet and greet with a coffee, thought for the day, the weather, the national day, and then we tell an interesting story. And the interesting story concerns AI. Everything is AI now. There's also, with that, there's a university over in the UK that's developed AI to detect the invasive Asian hornet, which is it's smaller than the murderous hornet. I guess they called it that. I forget. The big hornet that was out in the northwest of the United States. They actually eradicated those from the United States shores. But this one's the little pesky one and stuff. But one of those little hornets can eat up to 50 honeybees, so that's not a good thing. One murderous hornet, it's probably about two or three times the size of this hornet. I mean that murderous hornet is about as big as my thumb. The regular hornet just a little duty, little bitty, little guy. But they're still pesky. They're still they can still they can their sting can kill if you're allergic to it, to bee stings. But the murderous hornet can eat. One could just devastate a beehive. So we got to protect our beehive. So one of the ways of protecting them, this university over in the UK developed with AI, artificial intelligence, a way of detecting it. So we talked about that on the audio podcast, and if you could check that out by going to my audio or going to my X feed, and I got the link there, or else just go to Spotify for creators and put in Fireman Rich, and you'll see the episode there. A very interesting episode. It's not overly complicated. They could have built this probably before. AI is the actual language. You take a photograph of the insect, and it detects whether it's almost the accuracy is almost 100%, is near 100%. So it's very, very, and simple technology using AI to better, and beekeepers, if they have this around their beehives, it helps protect them because it detects, and then I guess they find out where that particular hornet's going, and they got to go to the nest. So, but it's a good story. So we did that yesterday on the Fireman Rich audio podcast. So pretty cool stuff. Cool stuff that it is. Let's see. We moving right along. I want to just give a shout out to Tina. Tina's not here. She's busy doing something today. So I just want to, she's watching us on the replay. We are thinking of you, Tina, and we'll be seeing you Monday. She texted me or DM'd me last night saying that she was going to be busy with some important stuff to do. And so we were thinking of you, Tina. And again, have a great weekend, and we'll see you Monday, like you said. As far as that goes, Tina's a regular. She's our Jersey girl. She comes in here in the chat and on the morning coffee broadcast, and contributes in the chat very well and stuff. So just to give her a shout out, and she's well worth that as far as that goes. Let's see, what do we have over here in X? Questing Dad. Questing Dad. He's a good guy. He's on a regular basis. He's liking the Let's Talk Football broadcast that we did last night, and he's also retweeted the thought for the day, the Roger Staubach. There are no traffic jams along the extra mile. Let me bring up Questing Dad's Twitter page because I give him a shout out. He's a good guy. If you want to know about Lord of the Rings and see what the game is, he's up. He's up almost every other day and stuff, along with Questing Mom. That would be his missus, his wife there, and I think he even games with his kids there on Lord of the Rings, which I think is pretty cool. Let's see. Okay, I got to turn this off first. I'm still waking up this morning. Let's go ahead and I want to give our good friend Questing Dad a shout out here on this Friday, and here's his X page right here. There it is, the Questing Dad at the Questing Dad. As far as that goes, right down there, and we follow him. He's a great guy. There he is, and down here he has a pin quote. Hey, the name is Matt, the Questing Dad, and you can find me here. He's on Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Also, there on X. There he is. As far as he quoted, retweeted our thought for the day, and I think this is funny. I ended up liking this one. This one is cool. Bilbo Baggins, I am not trying to help you. I'm trying to rob you. And he gives him that look. No, that's just a joke. I think there's another one here. There he is, a Questing Dad. Good guy. Give him a shout out. Go ahead and check out the Questing Dad on Twitch. Okay, he is well worth it. He is a good dude. I give him a double thumbs up. I follow him, and I sort of lurk in the background watching him when he's on at night. I don't want there once in a while I'll chime in and stuff like that. But he's a good guy. Very good dude, the Questing Dad. You folks over there on Rumble, go ahead and check him out. He's not on Rumble, but we'll try and work on that. But he is on YouTube and Twitch, and he's well worth it. If you want to, and he really can game on this game. You know, just he is very very Lord of the Rings on point, where he is very knowledgeable of the game. And if he doesn't know it, he knows who knows as far as to answer the question. So check out the Questing Dad there on over there on YouTube and Twitch. Okay, let's see. We do have the Fox 40 does have a let's see. They do have 100 years ago. Let me get that up here. Let's see. It's on community, and we click that. Yep, we know we're going to continue the segment on 100 years ago as of April 14th, which was Monday. Oh, wait a minute. That's not the right one, is it? Oh, we already did this one. Oh, that sucked. This is the one that, what is it? Yeah, this is the one with the red light district. We already did that one. Oh, my God. They didn't have one last night? What the hell? How come I missed that? Come on, Fox 40. You got to have one every. Are they just doing. I wonder if they just. Are they just doing Mondays for that? Let me see something here. They had one the 14th. Yeah, it's. Are they just doing it on Mondays now? Because the last one before that was the 7th. It's a Monday. I see a pattern here, folks. Oh my God. Okay. Well, I guess I'll have to read the. I'll have to read the history here, folks. Let's see what we got for the history here. It looks like it might be every Monday, as far as that goes. So we'll have to see the 21st, because the week before they had one on the 7th, but they didn't have one on the 9th. And they used to have it Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but now I guess it's every Monday. It's once a week. Okay. All right, let's see. 250 years ago today, Paul Revere, who was 40 years old at the time, a respected craftsman and father of 16 children. My God, how do you remember all their names? Rode from William Dawes and Samuel rode with William Dawes and Samuel Prescott, galloping through the countryside of colonial Massachusetts to Lexington and Concord. And I'm very familiar with Lexington, Concord, because that's where Hanscom Air Force Base is at also. Warning the warning of the sudden movement of the British Army. Contrary to the myth, Revere didn't shout out, "The British are coming." Uh, he himself was British. Well, everybody was British, I guess, back just before the American Revolution, right? Everybody was under the crown. Instead, he spread the word, shouting, "The regulars are out! The regulars are out!" Okay. Two lanterns were hung on the Old North Church in Boston, and I've seen that. That's down by Quincy Market, indicating Army's choice to approach by crossing the Charles River. They rode different paths towards Lexington to warn John Hancock and Samuel Adams of their likely arrest. Prescott happened to be on the road at 1 a.m. On April 19th when he met Revere and Dawson and joined them on their ride to Concord. To forewarn of the British intentions to seize the weapons cache that was there. Although he joined the ride, he was the only one of the three men that reached Concord and warned the town. He then proceeded further west to warn Acton, Massachusetts, while his brother rode to warn Sudbury and Framingham. So I was up there in the Boston area. It's a nice area, very nice area as far as that goes. And um, also, I think the 19th, they might have had it already this week. If not, they'll have it on Easter Monday. They'll have when's the Boston Marathon? The Boston Marathon's usually, and I guess when's Patriots Day? Let's see, Boston Marathon. Never ran the Boston Marathon. I would have liked to, but let's see, date. Boston Marathon. Okay, it's the 21st, so it's Monday. So that's Patriots Day, I think. Let's see, Patriots Day. Patriots Day. Oh, it's the 19th, so that's tomorrow. So, but I guess it's on the third. It would be the third Monday of April, as far as the Boston Marathon. So, sort of marks the Paul Revere Day as far as that goes. Okay, 1989, Zimbabwe celebrated Independence Day. Wow, it's sort of late. Green Cross International was co-founded here in 1993 by former the Soviet Union President Mikhail Gorbachev to protect the global environment by transcending national borders. And on this day in 1999, Wayne Gretzky, the National Hockey League all-time leading scorer, which he's not now because there's a guy there on the Washington team, played his final professional game at Madison Square Garden. And in 2006, Sir Elton John raised $700,000 for his AIDS charity by selling over 10,000 pieces of his own wardrobe at one time in a New York City Rockefeller Center called Elton's Closet. Okay. And here's another one. On this day, 102 years ago, Yankee Stadium opened its doors in the Bronx here in New York for the first time with John Philip Sousa playing the Star Spangled Banner. Slugger Babe Ruth hit a home run to help defeat his former team, the Boston Red Sox, on the spring opening day of Major League Baseball season. Called the house that Babe Ruth built, it is often been referred to as the Cathedral of Baseball, and that's the old Yankee Stadium. Since then, I've been to that Yankee Stadium, but I haven't been to the new one. The new one they built it in the parking lot. Now the old Yankee Stadium is now a parking lot. So, in baseball terms, across its 86 years of existence, Yankee Stadium has hosted 6,581 regular season games for the New York Yankees. Only Fenway Park in Boston, which I've been to, Wrigley Field in Chicago, I haven't been there, and Sportsman Park in St. Louis and Tiger Stadium have hosted more games. So that's pretty interesting stuff right there, folks. Pretty interesting stuff. Oh, that's the washer. The missus got the wash going there. Okay. Hey, Liberty, I just saw that. Good to have you here, Liberty, coming in from the Buffalo, Niagara area. Glad to see you here. Hope all is well. I love the flags. Love the flags. Go Rumble. I think that's one of the best icons on Rumble right there. Good to have you here. Liberty 101. Let's see. On this day in 1906, the deadliest earthquake in U.S. history struck San Francisco, followed by raging fires across the city. More than 3,000 people are believed to have perished, were killed by the quake, which was estimated to have reached the highest as an 8.3 magnitude on the Richter scale. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. I greatly appreciate it. And hope you're having a great Friday. Have a great Friday. The weekend's here, so you can kick back and relax as far as that goes. We made it to the weekend. We already talked about Paul Revere. Let's see. In 1942, the first World War II attack on Japanese mainland, 16 U.S. Army Air Force B-25s conducted the air raid led by, this is the Doolittle raid, by Lieutenant Colonel James Doolittle over Tokyo and several other Japanese cities. And that was in retaliation to December 7th. It probably shocked the crap out of the Japanese because they thought they were, nobody could touch them as far as that goes. A sad note, on this day in 1955, world-renowned physicist Albert Einstein passed away in Princeton, New Jersey. He was 76, a great mind, and very smart guy. Let's see. And let's see. In 2016, Hamilton, Lin-Manuel Miranda's hip-hop stage biography of America's first Treasury Secretary won the Pulitzer Prize of Drama. I watched that. That was pretty good. That was pretty interesting. And it stuck right with history. That was a good, so that was 2016. Wow. It's almost 10 years ago. I know that was you could not get a ticket to that when it was on Broadway, and if you did, it cost you a pretty penny. As far as that goes, let's see what we got. We got 41. We're moving right along because we didn't have 100 years ago, and I got to take a break because I'm almost out of coffee. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and do the sports. Let's do the sports, and then I'll take a break. In NBA action, well, they're finishing up. Oh, let's see. Liberty says, I remember practicing air raid bombs in elementary school. Had to put your face towards the wall and cover your head. I remember that too. Oh my God. What did I say Wednesday? There's certain comments you age date yourself, and I say I remember that. I age dated myself right there with that comment. I remember that. That was in grade school. First and second grade, even kindergarten. I remember in kindergarten, first grade, second grade. I think when I got to third and fourth grade, they didn't do with that. So that was like towards the late 60s. They stopped doing that for some reason. But I remember that. We would go out in the hallway. Okay, you got to go out there. And it's just like it wasn't a fire drill. I forget what they called it, but they said we have to go out in the hallway. And which I guess, I don't know if that would have done anything. I don't know. Yeah, I remember that. I remember doing that. I'm age dating myself there. So yeah, that's still a memory there. That the fear that we had, and after World War II, the end of World War II on the Japanese side, it was the dropping of the atomic bomb. As far as that goes, so let's see. Now, I think you can have a bomb shelter and stuff like that, and the technology they have in that type of armament and weaponry. You it why would you want to still be alive? Because the Earth is going to be scorched. Hopefully, I think we're smart where we do have those weapons, but I don't think I think they counter off. They how can I put this? We have adversaries. I'm not saying enemies. Our adversaries have them, and we have them. So it just it sort of balances things out. We should get rid of them all, though. Um, President Bush, the first, the elder, he and even Reagan. Reagan started with Gorbachev as far as to reduce those armaments and stuff. So and even the people that have them, like in even the North Korean wacko job there, he has them. He's got to know that you don't want to fire one of those off. And the same thing with China. China, you know, as far as that goes. So yeah, that's the age. Let's see. In NBA right now, they're finishing up what is called the play-in game. They've got two spots they got to fill, and I think tonight it's going to be either the Hawks and Heat. They play tonight, or else the second game is going to be Maverick and Grizzlies. I think the Heat is going to win, and I think the Grizzlies might win there. I'm not sure. I thought the Grizzlies were in the top 8 because they only take the top 8 in the standings. Let me check the Western Conference. I thought they were in. Oh, they're in. At any rate, the NBA playoffs start tomorrow, and tomorrow, Saturday, playoff round 1, the Knicks will be faced off against the Pistons, and the Boston Celtics. That's my team. I love the Boston Celtics. Has been my team since I was stationed up there in the early '80s. That's when Larry Bird came to. I became a Celtic fan when Larry Bird went to the Boston Celtics. Great ball player. Great. I saw him play a couple times there in the old Boston Garden. But the Celtics will be playing the Orlando Magic tomorrow afternoon. Or no, this is Sunday. The Knicks play tomorrow, but Sunday the Celtics start their series with the Magic at 3 p.m. So probably watch that. Let's see, Major League Baseball. As far as playing, starting Wednesday night. Let's see, Wednesday night, the Mets lost to the Twins. They're out there in Minneapolis. And did the Yankees play Wednesday night? Yeah, they beat the Royals 4-3. Okay, good for them. Last night, the Yankees, they were down there in Florida playing the Rays. They went from Yankee Stadium down to play the Rays last night, and they beat them 6-3. And the Mets beat the Cardinals 4-1. Tonight, the Yankees continue playing the Rays, and the Mets will continue playing the Cardinals tonight at 7:05 and 7:10. Tomorrow, over the weekend, the Yankees and Mets will play Cardinals on Saturday at 4:05, and at 4:10 the Yankees play the Rays, and then on Sunday the Yankees play the Rays, and I think that the Mets are playing the Cardinals. So that's who the Yankees will be playing the Rays this weekend, and the Mets will be playing the Cardinals down there in New York City, as far as that goes. Last night I did have the Let's Talk Football broadcast, and as far as that goes, Let's Talk Football right here. That's the program right there we had last night. Let's Talk Football, UFL football, and we're in the 4th week. We got teams that are playing. The Showboats will be playing. The Memphis Showboats will be playing the Michigan Panthers tonight at 8:00. Michigan Panthers are favored, and Saturday, you're going to have the Birmingham or the St. Louis Battlehawks play the Renegades, Arlington Renegades, down there in Texas. St. Louis is favored by 1.5 points. The Birmingham Stallions will be playing the Houston, playing the Roughnecks. The Stallions are favored. Birmingham is favored by 7.5 points. And then the Sunday game, there's only one game Sunday at 5 p.m. Birmingham or the San Antonio Brahmas will be playing the DC Defenders. They're the only undefeated team. They might be 4-0 after this game. And they're 7.5 point favorites too. I picked all the favorites. Tony picked his last night. I don't see Captain Rehab here. Captain Rehab's here, so he's going to be missing this week. I'm not sure. Unless he comes in later, I can get his hey, Big Juice. Big Juice is in the house. Let's see. Big Juice is saying, what is he saying here? Richard, go ahead and get your boots on. Long walk today. No, it's just we 21 minutes, 21, 25 minutes as far as that goes. And I just got here. Yeah, I just got here. I know. Oh, there's Captain Rehab, you fool. Calling me a fool. You're the fool. You weren't there last night. Okay. Captain Rehab is here. Give me your picks. St. Louis, or no, Memphis or Michigan for UFL. Tony and me made our picks last night. So who are you picking? Captain Rehab. Let me write this down. Captain Rehab. Who are you picking? Come on, give me your picks. You got Showboats or Panthers? Go pick Captain. Captain's up. He's crushing at your. No, he's not. You got Showboats and Panthers. He's going to probably give me all his picks. You got Showboats and Panthers. You got the Battlehawks and Renegades, Stallions and Roughnecks, Brahmas, and Defenders. That's going to be Memphis or Michigan. Second game is St. Louis and Arlington. Third game is Birmingham and Houston. Fourth game is San Antonio and DC Defenders. So what's your picks? We're waiting for Captain Rehab. Let's see what it. Go pick Captain. Go pick Captain up. He's crashing at your place. Okay, here's his picks. Let's see. He picked Michigan, St. Louis, and Birmingham. We all picked the same. That's what Tony picked, and that's what I picked last night. So we're going to be status quo. Hang on, Captain Rehab. I do have a chart I want to show you. Let me go ahead and bring up this chart that I presented last night. For your behalf, this is the extra mile. Roger Staubach was our person that we had our quote for the day, and he was talking about going the extra mile. Matter of fact, he was talking about his there is no traffic jams along the extra mile. Well, I'm going the extra mile for you here. I'm going to show you this chart, Captain Rehab. Don't tell me I don't like you now. Let's see. Hang on for a minute. Let's see. Oh, let me pick your pick. You got Michigan. You got St. Louis. You got Birmingham. And you got DC. Okay, I got your picks in. I want to show you something, Captain Rehab. Let me bring this up. I got to get this. Let me go snag this first. Let's. Where is it? Where is it? I got the file right here. I just got to bring it up. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Let me bring up. I'm bringing up the whiteboard. This is the whiteboard that I have usually for. You're gonna like this.
Get down from there.
Okay. This is after 3 weeks, Captain Rehab. Here we go. Are you ready for it? Stand by. Oh, let's see. I got to go back into here. Let's see. I got to bring up the whiteboard. Here it is. You ready? Here we go. It's coming. There it is. That's how we stand after 3 weeks. You're in the lead, Captain Rehab. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you probably will keep the lead, seeing that we're all the same. So that's not going to change. We all picked the favorites. We all picked the favorites. Those are the favorite teams that you picked and I picked. I think that's common sense. Of course, last night I did talk about the state of how I feel the status of the. It's not too good, so you're going to have to listen to that. I talked about an article concerning the UFL. It's not as exciting as last year, folks. And if you want to know about the article, you have to check out the broadcast over there on Let's Talk Football. So, but that's how we stand after 3 weeks, and I think that's going to be changing. The only going to be thing that's going to change are the numbers here, as far as that goes, and such. So there we have it. As far as Captain Rehab is in the lead. Yeah, good. You're going to keep the lead. Oh, he's Googling. I'm Googling? I'm Googling, yeah. I like to Google. Now, I wasn't Googling. I was trying to bring that up. That's known as the whiteboard, as far as that. We use that as far as to present on the Let's Talk Football. It's sort of a presentation technique. And was she yelling? Were you yelling at the cats?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, well, she was eating Jack.
Oh, I didn't even hear that. You heard that?
Push it up.
Captain Rehab says good morning.
Morning.
I didn't hear that. It's the cats. It's the kids. Yeah, those are the furry children. Exactly. The furry children. I like that. That's good.
Permanent toddlers.
What's that?
Permanent toddlers.
Yeah, the permanent toddlers and stuff like that. And Captain Rehab, yeah, you're on fire, and I will, as far as that goes. And Liberty says good morning also. Thank you, Liberty.
Morning, Liberty.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Liberty, coming in from the Buffalo, Niagara region, and Captain Rehab coming in from the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, and Big Juice, he's coming in from Ohio. I forgot to mention that. Got to make sure the people know about the audience here, and those people. These are fine people that contribute to the discussion here, which I appreciate myself. So let's see. So the USFL. We'll see what happens. They're in their 4th week. There's some teams that they better get their act together because it's only a 10-week season. And like I said, I went into. I'm going to stick with the Let's Talk Football, but it's not as exciting as last year, and I'll just leave it at that. Tomorrow, I will be listening to at least, and I got to find if this game is on tomorrow. Let's see. Tomorrow, Manchester City. That's a soccer team I'm following over in the Premier League over in the UK. My good friend Wingnut, who I play PUBG Battlegrounds, he is a diehard Manchester City. So I decided to have that team. I guess I would consider them almost like the New York Yankees of the Premier League. But they're a good team. They're not having that great of a team. Let's see. Is this game going to be televised? Let's see. Televised and streamed. Oh, I'm going to be able to watch it. It's going to be on the USA Network tomorrow. I did that last week when they played, so I'm going to be able to watch it on USA. So that game is on tomorrow at 10 o'clock. So I'll be watching that. I watched the whole thing. I actually watch all of that game, and I have yet to watch a full game of USF or UFL football. So that should tell you what right there, which is the more exciting one. I want UFL football to succeed, but there's something. I watch the games, and the thing of it is, I guess when I'm focusing in, I'm giving away what I said last night, but the main thing is if you watch the UFL, They're just focusing on the field. They're not even looking at the fans because there's hardly any fans. And there was an interesting article I talked about some other aspects. So for me, the Premier League soccer is pretty good. It's exciting stuff. Right now, Manchester City in the Premier League, they're sitting at number 5. They were at number 4. It's Liverpool, those dreaded people, that dreaded team from Liverpool. They've got it cinched up. They got 76 points, and then Arsenal is in second at 63 points. Newcastle at 59 points. If you win your game, you get 3 points, and that's how they determine the standings. Nottingham Forest has 57, and Manchester City is only 2 points behind at 55 points. Manchester City is soccer club, along with some other soccer teams, are coming to the United States this summer for a tournament. So that's going to be it. So I'm getting into the soccer as far as that goes. All right, so we're sitting at 1 hour, coming up on 1 hour, and I'm going to go take a break because my coffee is gone. Let's see. You got to get off that chair bit. That's getting old. It doesn't. Whatever floats your boat there, I guess. I'm just looking at this. Come on, you can't. That was good for at least a couple episodes, a couple shows and stuff like that.
Oh boy.
Captain Rehab's Richard, the Eulogy basketball playoff starts. Yeah, we talked about that just before he came in. I guess they're going to determine the last 2 spots tonight. So the Knicks are playing the Pistons, and my Boston Celtics are playing Orlando. And you like Cleveland, don't you, Big Juice? You're a Cleveland fan. Who's Cleveland here? Let me check, see who Cleveland's playing. Cleveland, yeah, they got 2 games tonight to finish out the play-in tournament. Let's see. Cleveland is playing. You're gonna probably be. Oh, they're gonna be. It's gonna be one of the teams tonight. It hasn't been determined yet, so they still have an open spot along with the Thunder. So Captain Rehab. Yeah, you have to take a break. Yeah. No eulogy basketball, not NBA. Oh, there you go. Okay. All right. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take a break, like I normally do, Captain Rehab. Okay, you've been here long enough to know that. Okay.
He's just trying to get your goal.
I know he's just trying to get my goat, but I throw it back at him.
I know.
It's just like he keeps on talking about the chair. It's like
I know.
after a while it gets old. That's what the missus tells me when I talk to her. Okay, so if I was to tell her that after each and every episode, she says, "Why don't you just tell Captain Rehab it's getting old?" Okay. Huh? No, nothing. Okay, she's
Never mind.
All right, folks, we're going to go ahead and take a break here, and I'm going to refresh my coffee. We've been on for about an hour, and we'll come back here for the second half. It might be 30 minutes. It might be another hour. We'll see what happens. I will be right back. In the meantime, just sit tight and twiddle your thumbs, Captain Rehab. All right, be right back here. We let's see, what do we got? We got Bubblegum Ball Game. are back here for the second half of the fire. I forgot to turn the loop off. We are back for the second half of the Friday morning coffee for April 18th, 2025 at Rumble Video Broadcast. And let's see. And Liberty with the dogs here dancing to the music as far as it goes. I got my second cup of coffee here for the second half of the broadcast, and glad to be here. We have, as you can see, Liberty is in the chat on the Rumble side. We have Captain Rehab and Big Juice over on the Twitch side. And Tony was here. He was on the Rumble and the YouTube side coming in. So thank you very much for you folks being greatly appreciated. The people that are watching thus far, I do mean that very sincerely. You make it worthwhile getting up. It's all part of that. Like I said, the hashtag positive start to the day, hashtag PSTDD. So I appreciate that. And as far as that goes, Captain Rehab. Oh. Captain Rehab. For a lot of times, I am not going to post Captain Rehab's comments because it's just like
they're too funny.
No, the funny ones I put up, but the ones that are like they're lackluster, you're gonna have to go over on Twitch because he's over there. Now watch, Captain Rehab will get on Rumble and start putting the comments and put it on YouTube. And as a broadcaster, I choose which comments come up and do not go up at my discretion because this is my broadcast. But we do appreciate you being here, Captain Rehab. You make it real, my friend. You make it real. But yeah, we're here. It's Friday. We made it to the weekend, and I'm looking for it. It's good. It's a fast week. It was a fast, very quick week as far as that goes. And let's see. Tonight, I do have a chess game tonight. Last week, I played chess with my neighbor online, and yeah, they once in a while you get they're like you can do better than that. Well, don't go the dark side. You know what happens if you go to the dark side? You're gonna get the boot. Okay, with all due respect. Okay, and I think you know the limits there and stuff like that. Captain Rhea just laughing his ass off. I'm glad to be making your morning there, my friend, and such. So, but I want everybody to have a good weekend. Mine's starting tonight, I guess. Where we're going to go for a walk today, right? It's going to be a great day today. 70-degree weather today.
Yes.
So it should be a good day. And
yes, we have to force ourselves to go for a walk.
We got to force ourselves to.
Yep.
We rationalized not to do the hill yesterday. We could have done the hill, but we said, nah. But I'm going to play a chess game tonight. Last week, my neighbor down the road here, the side road here, at the end, we played to a draw. When you just have a king and he just has a king, that's it. I made it to a draw because the last 2 weeks prior to that, he's kicked my ass as far as that goes. I've had some blunders. I would say I'm a fairly decent. We play online at chess.com, and it's good. He's so in probably another month, I'm going to be going down to his place. It's just like a 2-minute walk down the road here, and he has a gazebo out in his backyard that looks out to the golf course. It's a very picture. It almost looks like you're on the side fairway of the Masters because the golf course just looks gorgeous. But we play chess at the gazebo. And we have some good games and stuff like that. We're pretty well evenly matched, but I think he's a tad better than me and stuff. It's very good games. And the games that I do lose, I've noticed that we're coming up on almost 1 year here. No, it won't be 1 year until like June, I think, or July. But we've been playing every Friday. But that's going to change. I think he's going to be him and his missus are going to. They're avid. They like golfing. So there's a golf tournament or a golf series that um, he's going to be golfing every Friday night. So we changed it to a Monday night gameplay. So I do enjoy playing that because playing chess for me is almost as exciting as playing some online game because it just makes any type of game that makes your mind work and function is a good thing, especially at my age these days. So, and I'm really surprised that my gameplay is if if anything remained the same, but I've improved a little bit and stuff like that. As long as I don't do blunders. Blunders is when you do something, you move your queen and then you move it into a spot where the opponent's next move is they take your queen. You weren't aware of that attack on that square. So, but I do like chess. Just to express that, chess is a good game to be playing. And it makes you think. It really does make you think about things, and I enjoy it. And um, that this online platform that most of the people in the chess world and chess environment there, chess.com is renowned. It's a good platform. You can play play bots and stuff like that. You can do chant, but I just play my neighbor there because it's cold out. So that's how we got to where we continued playing a game that we both really enjoy playing, as far as that goes. And um, because there's some moves that I made while we're playing online that you can't give them back. But when last summer when I was playing down at his house, I make the move, and then he just looked at me and said, "Rich, do you really want to make that move?" And I'm looking. It's like, okay, he gives it back to me, so he's very generous in that aspect. Okay, let's see. What do we got on the news here? What's going on in the local area here in the southern tier of upstate New York? Um, Davis College has been sold again. It's not a college anymore, but it was established in 1900. Davis College campus sold for 4.5 million. Hmm. Hey, I just noticed this. Deplorable. Hey, how we doing? Coming in from Western Pennsylvania. Glad to see you there, Deplorable. Good to see you. He's out there in Western Pennsylvania, and just across the New York Pennsylvania line from Olean, south of Olean. So I forget the city. You told me where you were at as far as that goes, the county, because we were looking at the weather. I remember one time. So glad to have you here over there on the Rumble side. So let's see, we have 7 people on Rumble. Rumble rocks, yes, Rumble rocks. And Liberty is saying good morning to the deplorable. And Bradford, that's right, Bradford. Thank you. I'll be asking you that again.
Nah, just ask me.
Huh?
Just ask me.
Just what?
I said Bradford. Just ask me.
Oh, I'll have to ask a missus because she has a better memory than mine. And let's see, Deplorable says, "Grats on your chicken dinner. Seen the video. Oh, did you watch that? Yeah, I was surprised. And the last gun, I didn't use it, but I had it in hand. That's the big sniper gun. Oh man, I went for a red box and stuff like that. But that's the fun of the game right there. So you watched it. Thank you for watching that, Deplorable. Yeah, that's. I decided to put that up, and it was fun. As far as that goes, it's and of course, Deplorable is. He said he's from Bradford, Pennsylvania, Bradford County, and Deplorable saying good morning to Liberty. And there's Jack. Hey, Jack, how we doing? Good boy. Yeah. Oh, you gonna bite me? Huh? Okay. There you go. Good boy. Look out your window there, my friend. Hey, Laura. Good morning. Good morning. Laura's here, coming in from Norway. Glad to have you here. Yeah, okay. And good to have you here, sir. I hope all's well over there in Norway. And we made it to the weekend, and good to have you here as always. And oh, I want to tell you, Laura, that that little suggestion you said about the items I get in the chat about, oh, you want more views? It works like a charm. Thank you very much, sir, for suggesting that. And I appreciate that. And he says, everything is well here, and thank you. You're welcome, sir. You're welcome. And I love the flag deplorable. Liberty had one there, and love the flag coming in from on the Rumble side. And Laura says, no problem. Yeah, it works like a charm now. Now it's just a one click. Denied, denied, denied. I like that. We get these comments on the Twitch side where, and I do my own moderation. I'm not a big entity and I don't want to be. So it's just easy for me to do the moderation and stuff. And the more automated you can do on that, especially on Twitch. Now on Rumble, they have a little nuisance thing. So after I'm done with this broadcast, and I get an alert. As soon as I get an alert, it gets deleted and the person gets blocked. And it's a bot. They put comments. Oh, we can make you a better broadcaster. Here's my email, my WhatsApp, and all that. So I don't need that crap. Delete forever. Mute, delete forever, and you're blocked. I usually do that after the broadcast and on Rumble. So Rumble has their little irks. I don't see that necessarily on the YouTube side as far as that goes. Matter of fact, let me check the YouTube here. What do we got on the YouTube side? My YouTube channel. Let's see. Oh, Tim Fan 40 was on YouTube. How come that didn't come in? When did that come in? That comment, Tim Fan 40 was on YouTube. Tim Fan 40, if you're still there, sorry. How come that did not come in? Let's see. Did I get it all mixed up? I'm double checking the comments because Tim Fan 40 made a comment on YouTube and it did. Oh, there he is, 48 minutes ago. What the frick? Where the hell was I? My God, there's Tim Fan 40. Yo, Tim, if you're still there, I'm sorry. Tim Fan 40. I just noticed that. And let's see. Let's check to see if we have any comments on the on X Live. We got five folks on X Live. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated there on the X Live side. There's no comments over there. So, but on YouTube there is, and the YouTube comments do come in. I just got to pay attention. So glad to have you here, Tim, if you're still there. And let's see. Deplorable. Yeah, I add the word views to my spam bot on Twitch. Yeah, that's it works great, Deplorable. I love that. Just denied. So Laura suggested. I knew you could do something like that, but that's a good way because that's a nuisance. It comes up like almost every episode. So speaking of what's happening? Something went wrong. Leg is cramping a little bit here. Let's see. Let's get this fixed. Yeah, I got the Rumble on the Roku here. We just had to reset that as far as that goes. And let's see. Laura says, "Did you buy a big Easter egg full of candy?" No, we don't do that. I got to be careful of the candy and stuff like that. So, but Easter is this Sunday. That's a big Christian holiday as far as that goes. And I always thought Easter was in March, the last week of March and stuff. I guess it varies and stuff like that. But no, I can't. I try to get. I may get a bag of jelly beans. Maybe we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's see. What do we got on the? Let's see the news here on Fox 40. This is a good story. It's about a young man he's a senior at Shenango Valley. He's set to play soccer, and he has a very it has a very unique story, and we're going to highlight this. And um, I I saw the preview of this last night on the TV, and um, let's see. Let's go ahead and bring this up here. And let's see. Liberty says, "Yeah, Good Friday today." Yep, Good Friday is today, and then this Sunday. Yes, it is. It is a big Christian faith holiday as far as Easter, as far as that goes. So, and let's see. We got. I got to shut off the banner here. This young man, my hat's off to him in this article because it's a very, very inspirational thing as far as what he's doing. And Laura says, I was 99% you didn't, was just a joke. Oh, yeah, I know. I just, no worries, Laura, no worries. Let's see. Let's go ahead and bring this up on the preview here for Fox 40. This is Shenango Valley high school student that is going to be play soccer game in Gillette Stadium. And let's see. Here we go. Let's go ahead and listen to this. And let's turn the camera off and see what this is about.
Local high schooler has the opportunity to play in an amputee soccer game at Gillette Stadium this weekend. Fox 40's Ziggy Hill tells us more about Damon Goga and his team.
Yeah, Brooke, Damon Goga is a senior and three-sport athlete at Shenango Valley, and he will be heading to Gillette Stadium this Saturday to compete with his team, the New England Revolution. Damon Goga lost one of his legs in 2018 during a battle with cancer, but he continued to find ways to stay active. He's recently participated in amputee soccer camps and tournaments, and he was also invited to play with the New England Revolution amputee soccer team. The game will take place right after the MLS game between New England and New York on the 19th, and Damon said it's a game he's been looking forward to.
It's great. The community is great. People are showing up to support us and my teammates. The community is there for everyone, no matter what your background is, who you are, how you lost your limb. They'll be there for you, and they'll teach you whatever you don't know, they'll teach you.
Damon Goga will be attending Syracuse University next year, where he hopes to play on intramural teams while continuing to play with the New England Revolution.
So there it is. He lost his leg to cancer, but he still has the passion and the desire to play sports. And there's an avenue for him. So that's a great story as far as that goes. So my hat is off to him, and Liberty is sending the love there. That was I saw that. That's because you're not. Life doesn't start or it doesn't stop as far as that goes. So he's grasping life, and he's still pursuing his passion of playing soccer, along with other people that have lost an amputee. And I just think that's motivating, very motivating, and it makes me not take for granted the life that we live each day as far as that goes. So that's really interesting, and big smile on his face there, knowing that he can play sports still as far as that goes. He's not sidelined. You're never sidelined and stuff like that. So a great story there. I bought a barrel full. Do you know what's in those things? Oh my God. They look good. They taste good. They look good. You don't want to eat a lot of them. You get sick. But man, if you look at that's scary. I back when I was younger, I didn't think of it. You know, it's just like the peeps. They're oh, that's a good one. No, I'm more of a jelly bean. I like the jelly. Chocolate's okay. I like chocolate, but I like the jelly beans. Jelly beans are good. I like the jelly beans. But you know what's better? The Reese's Peanut Butter Cup has come out with some unique Easter candy things and stuff like that. So, um, does he open them to get them? What's this? Oh, does he open them to get them stale? Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's the thing. You eat them stale. And Deplorable says, I actually had a Peeps pizza? No way. I would have never thought that combination. And people say pineapple is off the wall. Peeps? Really? Nah. That would be way too sweet. Oh my God. Was it good? You actually you didn't say it was good though. That's interesting. And that's what I said. What is a Peeps pizza? And Libby says that's funny. I've never heard of that either. Never eat Peeps and pizzas. Trust. Okay, there it is. There it is. It's not a good combination. Okay. That's good. Oh, that's good. That is very good there as far as that goes. Peeps pizza. And Liberty saying the Deplorable. That's funny too, as far as that goes. Okay, let's see. What else do we got on the docket here? That's Fox 40. Full disclosure, I have no affiliation with Fox 40 News or any other news agency that we may be referencing. And as far as that goes. And let's see. Here's something about the
Local students got an
Southern Tier schools.
early start to spring break today with
Yeah. Stand by. I don't like the way this Fox, you go on their page and it automatically opens up. Southern Tier School rings in spring break with animal wellness. You always got to take care of the animals, the pets. So let's see what this one's about here. Let's see. What do we got here? Always got to take care of the animals. Oh, that's a nice looking dog right there. Let's see here. Here we go. Oh, wait, let me make sure. Yeah, I got it going.
Students got an early start to spring break today with help from volunteers from around the Southern Tier. Fox 40's Daniel Robinson brings us that story.
From UE to CV, students got to take a day outside of the traditional classroom setting to take part in an annual tradition in Wellness Day. The school is promoting healthy lifestyle choices before the spring break begins.
The goal for our Wellness Day and at Shenango Valley Central School District is really to focus on the elements of wellness, which includes mind, body, health, nutrition. So all of our community partners tap into the different parts of wellness.
From dance, nutrition, sports programs, and more, all made possible by community volunteers and parents.
We have yoga, we have therapy dogs, we have pickleball, we have a plethora of other events. Getting these kids to be able to enjoy each other, the social side of it, the mental side of it, I think is so important and so valuable. And just by their participation, you can see how much they think of it as well.
UE High School seeing over 650 students sign up for the events, being the first year of Wellness Day activities for the school, including a pool and dance party, visits by local therapy dogs, and a robotic dog from the Endicott Police Department.
It's been pretty fun. Learn different things, meet new people. It's just good for your mental health.
I think it's very beneficial for the students to get around and meet new students and interact with new people and new experiences and to just have a fun day, something very light and easy.
Both schools using today as a light way to end the school day before the spring break. In Endicott and Shenango Valley, Daniel Robinson.
So Wellness Day in the Southern Tier schools, keep the kids healthy and physically fit as far as that goes. It's always good to keep that in mind as far as do something that is physically fit. So that was a pretty good article there for the kids. There was another one here. Let's see. Captain Rehab. I don't care who is single and who's not. I've been married for close. It's 36 years plus, and I don't. My mind does not wander there, Captain Rehab. I don't have any desire. Just to answer that question, okay? So it's a mute question. So, who do we got here? We got Jerry RG. Hey, what's going on, Jerry? First time chatter on the Twitch. How we doing? Jerry RG 12. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you here. Welcome to the broadcast. And if Captain Rehab, if you're talking about the young lady there from Fox 40, I don't know. Just like you can ask that question. I have no clue. I don't ask that question. I'm not asking for you. Oh, you're not asking for me? Oh, you're asking for yourself? I don't know. You can give Fox 40 a call. You're doing great, Jerry. How about you? Yeah, we're doing great. We've been on here. We got a hashtag positive start to today, hashtag PSTTD. Glad to have you here. Lots of laugh. Rich is going to kill me. No, I'm not going to kill you. You're good, Captain Rehab. You're good. You're okay. I'm not going to kill you. I'm going to kill Captain Rehab. Let's see. What else going on here? I got it. Seems like they need to be reset here. These apps that we play on. Let me reset. I gotta reset this on the Rumble app on the phone. Okay, let's see. We got that there. Okay, we're back. And you're doing great, Jerry. Okay, and so let's see here. And Liberty said, "Give Captain a glass of water and splash it on his face." Here, there we go. He's telling Liberty. And then Laura coming on pretty close now. No, I've known Captain Rehab for a number of years, Laura. So he he tries to push it, but Captain Rehab's a good guy. He's an okay guy. I've known him from the Haps days and stuff like that. He's one of the better people that came out of Haps there, as far as it goes. He's more partial to this one person that relates herself to a rose, where I don't really care for the person. That's an ongoing joke there. See, I can make a joke too, Captain Rehab. There we go. So what do you usually do on the stream? We're doing it right now. We're just getting our morning started. It's sort of like coffee talk, okay? Nothing complicated, no issues. We do not talk about politics. I brush up on it with current events or something like that. This will tell you in a nutshell, Jerry. I do not debate. I'm at a point in my life, I don't have time to debate. It doesn't. Oh, hang on for a minute, folks. Hello. I'm doing good. I'm broadcasting right now. Let's see. I think your mom might be in the shower here and stuff. Are you on your day off? Oh, you're late day. Okay. Right. Okay, yeah, we're aware of it and stuff like that. So it's gonna be a fun day, and we're not gonna make it complicated or anything like that. So we just as far as it's going to be fun, you guys getting together and stuff like that, and just hanging out here at the house or whatever. It's Yeah, they're probably. I got them on mute right now, so they're probably wondering who the hell is he talking to and stuff like that. Let's see. I got one guy in here. It says, uh, "Captain, oh my, who's calling?" And then Captain Rehab says, "Hi, child of rich." And Captain Laura goes, Laura's over in Norway. He says, "Captain Rehab, only thing I know is that it's not me." And Captain Rehab says, "Spawn of Rich." So Captain Rehab, he probably realized it's a family member. That's why I call you and Amanda. I guess it's just say family member and stuff. And says, "Rich, you're not muted." Muted? Yes, I am. Am I? Am I muted? Testing. Oh, I'm not muted. Oh, thank you. I'm not muted. Oh, they know I'm talking to my kid. Oh, shit. Okay, now that I made a complete testing 1 2 3 testing 1 2, okay, a complete ass of myself, but I learned a big lesson. Yeah, child of rich. Yeah, that was a family member there. Captain Rehab. Spawn of Rich. Laura says yes. Lots of laugh. Rich, you're not muted. Yes, I thank you very much for that. I am a lot wiser now. And let's see. Spawn of Rich is sending me a text here. Let's see what she has to say. I didn't mean to hang up on you. Oh, no problem. Just let me answer this. Family members checking in and stuff like that. So it's like, let me say, no problem. Love you. No problem. Love you. Love you guys. Yeah, this is real world stuff right now here. Okay. We got that out of the way. Okay, so that's one of I've got 2 children, two young adults. And I call them family members. I don't like. Yeah, I was talking to my kid. So it's just being the father. Jerry's laughing. Yeah, this is the fun we have on the broadcast here, Jerry. But I learned something. I always thought I was muted when I just turned the thing down on the soundboard. But even when I turn it down on So I got two other things. So I got to change that routine. And Laura, you can read lips. So okay, you're not muted. Captain Rehas says. We got it all this morning. Mrs. Furry children and rich and human children. Yeah, there we go. Captain Rehab. Yeah, we got it all today, this morning. Jerry says, would you be surprised if you knew that someone was watching you all the way from India? Oh, Jerry, is that where you're from? India? Okay. Yeah, we no problem. Yeah, we have some people that come in from India. Thank you for being here. From India. Over there in so no problem there. And then Deplorable says, gave me a chance to make me some coffee. Is a holiday weekend. It's time for the family. Yes, it's time for the family. We're not having family in this week, but we're planning a big get together next weekend as far as here at the house with family. So let's see. It was just a minor mistake. Yeah, I'm not worried about it, Laura. It's but the thing of it is, as a broadcaster, when you think you're muted, you're not muted. And because when I mute myself, like right now, testing, let's see. So I just muted it on the thing. And you said that before, Rich. Actually, you made me realize Rich still has a landline. That was 100 years ago segment. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I still maintain a landline. I do have a cell phone. The missus has a cell phone. We text on the cell phone, and but yeah, I still have a landline. As far as that goes, that's just for and pretty much landlines don't not exist here anymore. Oh, you don't have landlines in India. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I do have a landline, but that was, hang on for a minute, folks. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're back. And even if testing 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. We're back. See, now I'm learning. I'm learning as far as that goes. And Liberty says she has a landline. Okay, so you're still old school. You still have a landline, and Laura's saying he's in Norway. I don't know if somebody was asking there. And Deplorable says, my wife has a landline. She refuses to get a. Oh, she doesn't. I say I have a cell phone. I do have a cell phone as far as that goes. And Jerry says, last time I saw a landline, the pyramids were getting built. That's good. Oh. And Deplorable says, I barely even use my cell phone. I have a cell phone, but it's basically you had to have one where I worked. Well, I've had one. I've had a cell phone. This is my old cell phone right here. So I keep my old cell phone. This is an LG Stylo 3. I got a Stylo 4. And no, I got a Samsung now. And I barely. And Jerry. Oh, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Was it Liberty says that's not funny, and she's laughing, so she's just joking. And thank you for the follow. I think it was Jerry there, and Captain Rehab's laughing his ass off. Liberty says we built the pyramids. And Captain Rehab goes, "Oh, I didn't want that." And Captain Rehab says, "The pyramid's being built. I'm dead." And then deplorable. So I have a cell phone, and I don't give out my cell phone number. If we go to stores and they need a number, they get the home phone number. We monitor that. I mean, if you were to call me, if I don't know who you are, I'm not going to answer it and stuff like that. Laura says landlines don't exist here anymore. And then you said, "Oh, no landlines in India." So I think you. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Was that you, Laura? Okay. The comments were just coming in here real quick. Thank you for correcting me. Yeah, I don't want to go back. It'll just confuse me some more. Okay, so there's no landlines in Norway. Do you have landlines in India, Jerry? I don't know. Maybe they don't have landlines because I see pictures of India. I do still see wires when I see pictures of India as far as it goes. So no landlines in Norway. Everything's on cell phones. It's the world we live in. It's a modern world, so why not? On the walk yesterday, me and the missus were talking. What used to be science fiction, what is science fiction, is going to be tomorrow's reality. And if you look at it, the old Star Trek, Captain Kirk with the communicator, Star Trek came out in the early '60s, okay, or mid '60s. Captain Kirk with the do I have that here? I don't know if I can dig that out here. For show and tell. No, that's yours too, Stat. I don't want to pull out a bunch of stuff. But the flip phone, that's the communicator. That was the first cell phone, remember? So sort of like a prelude there on Star Trek. That's what the future is going to have. You're going to be able to talk on a phone, a device that you just flip open. That's the flip phone. Landlines are probably used in the retirement homes. Jerry says, okay. Yeah. But big lesson learned though, folks. I want to say thank you for our folks that are in the chat there to say they heard my conversation. And I thought I always thought if I just turn this down, so I was just doing a test here. Let's see. Liberty says, oh, let's get back here. Liberty says, William Shatner was a hottie when he was, yeah, he was a hottie. Okay. Let's see. What else? Liberty, William Shatner. And then Deplorable says, the next generation was best Star Trek, taught so many life lessons. That's true. That's true. And then Captain Rehab saying, "Oh my God, lots of laughs." Are you a Star Trek fan, Captain Rehab? I think you're in the closet Star Trek fan. You like Star Trek. Jerry says, "What did Jerry say?" Jerry said you're gonna beat okay the old. Okay, just having fun. And Captain Rehab, Rich takes strays on the land. No, I don't. No. Oh, do we? Oh, she wasn't really a stray. Captain Rehab strays on landline on landliness. Okay. And Jerry says, "Oh my God, I think I hear a little bit of Italian in you. Can you say?" No, I'm not Italian. I'm not Italian, Jerry. Unfortunately, I'm American. I was born here in America. I'm a U.S. citizen. I am an American. Okay. I have no. I know I have ancestry, but when you ask me what I am an American. Okay. Red, white, and blue, my friend. Red, white, and blue. There's people that. Oh, okay. That's a message. She's talking to the rich child. There we go. Deplorable. That's it. I'm an American, As far as I thought she was talking to me, she's on the phone there. And hopefully you won't hear that broadcast. You'll hear bits of it, stuff like that. But um, oh, your flag is also red, white, and blue. Yeah, but do you have stars? You don't have 50 stars. And Jerry says, "What is that? What is that? What is that icon? The icons on Twitch are so small, Jerry. Let's see. Let me see what that is. I have to go to the Twitch page here. What is that? I have no idea what that icon, that emoji is, Jerry. It's too small for my eyes. I'm 60. I'm going to be no stars. Yeah, there's no stars. But there's people. I just knocked that when people ask me. I do have ancestry going back to the UK and Ireland and Wales and Scotland actually too. So it's mostly English, the UK as far as that goes. You have an ancestry, but as far as anybody asking me what I'm an American. I was born here in this country, so that makes me an American, no different than any other American that's born here, a naturalized American citizen. And not that that's more important than a regular person that immigrants here and legally becomes an American citizen. My hat's off to those people because they want to come to this country as far as that goes. And Deplorable says you have Irish, Swedish ancestry, bloodline, as far as that goes. Laura says, but you have been to, yeah, I've lived in Italy. Yes, that's right, Laura. Yeah, you remember that. I lived in Italy. We love Italy. When I was in the service, I had an opportunity to be there a total of 7 years total in the 20 years I spent in the United States Air Force, and it's a good chunk. The 4 years I was over there with the missus, it was the first time she was over in the European continent, first time out of the United States other than Canada. And Italy is very, very gorgeous. It's probably one of my favorite Europeans. Unless I've never been to Sweden and Norway. So right now, Italy is my favorite, is our favorite country over in Europe. Not that I'll ever probably go back over there because I don't like getting on an airplane. And Liberty says, "Oh, she has American Polish." Okay, I don't like using the thing. I'm just an American. That's how strongly I feel about my country as far as that goes. And Laura says, also been there, but that's the same thing with me. That was decades ago that we were in this in Italy, and it's changed now because now it's part of the European Union. Actually, the Italian premier was had lunch and was hosted by President Trump yesterday at the White House, and I hear she's a good prime minister for Italy. And let's see, Deplorable says, love the melting pot because I love all the different cultures. Exactly, Deplorable. I'm no disagreement there. I totally agree with that. And Jerry says, been binging watching Italian mob movies, so I thought I heard something similar to the. Well, it might be the New York City accent because there is. When I was stationed up in Boston, I would come home, and it might be the Boston accent because I lived up in Boston there for a total of 4 years while I was in the service at Hanscom Air Force Base. I would come home, and my father says, "Why did you pick up this Boston accent?" So. I have those moments and stuff. Now, my father, he was born and brought up in New York City. We live upstate. I grew up upstate New York, but we would go visit my grandparents. Every time we got close to New York City, when we were in New York City limits, he'd have this strong New York City accent. I'm looking like, where did that come from? He'd yell out, you get your damn car out of the way. New York is literally my dream city. Yeah, New York City's all right. It's big. It's huge. There's a lot to do down there. I live in upstate New York, so it's more country. It's rural, and I enjoy it as far as that goes. And man, we're just talking up a story. I like this. I love this. This is conversation. I love this conversation. Yeah, don't park the car in the yard. There we go. That was more Boston accent, I think. And as far as that goes, so this is good conversation, guys. I appreciate this. We're coming up on 2 hours, and we only had done a couple articles. Okay, let's see. Hey, I'm walking here. Yeah, hey, I'm walking here. Oh, you've been watching too many movies there, Jerry. Liberty 101. I'm strong about my country, but also my heritage. Family had a big part in the. Oh, okay, yes. You can never never forget the Holocaust. Yeah, yeah. I don't put that much emphasis because my life has been more emphasis here. Even my grandparents. If I knew my great grandparents, because I think they're the ones that came over from the UK, and from my mother's side, there's a Polish heritage there as far as that goes, because she I think it was Polish and German, I think, or something like that. So, but you got to look back, but I look at where I'm at right now, and I'm, like I said, and never forget. Exactly, Liberty. You never forget, especially that. You never forget that. That's I can go into a discussion here, but I'll save that. If I was to discuss any more past that, this would have to be a Rumble only broadcast, if you know what I mean. Because I know I can fully express myself, but I think if you're going to fully express yourself, you got to be careful, because sometimes it doesn't move the ball forward. It might help you as far as to realize things, but some things, especially online, okay, I am very guarded of my family, and I'm a little surprised, but I'm more the better, because you guys, that little expert, you heard the conversation stuff, which is, no, that's a funny, but you got to be careful on what you say and what you do, because I'm always one, you have to be very respectful to others. You have to be courteous and kind. Okay. I know I'm back when I was a young guy and I was young and dumb. There was a lot of times I was not really that way. There's some, I would just call you a dumbass and stuff. That's people that do that. I don't know, but there's certain things you don't want to express online, because it sticks with you as far as that goes. And I know some broadcasters that are like that as far as that goes. And that's, but never forget. Yes, exactly. Never forget. Okay, let's see. Do I got another article? Oh, here's another article on
UE High's
on Fox 40. It's the Union Endicott High School engineering earning an international award. Let's see. We got a very active chat here. I hear you there. Oh, okay, you do. Okay. Yeah, you got to be careful with what you say, because words do matter and words can hurt. And once you say them, you can't take them back. And I've had my lessons over my lifetime and stuff like that. So that's why I just keep it light here, friendly, and stuff like that. If I was with you, so you got to be careful. I'll just leave it at that. Here's an article that concerns some high school students, some other high school students in the Union Endicott. Words are more powerful than actions. That is true, Jerry. I agree with that totally, my friend. That is true. That is true. And Liberty stares at Captain Rehab. Oh, that's good. Okay, let's see. Liberty. That's a good one, Liberty. That's a good one. Yes, that is. That is a good one, Mike. Okay, let's get to this one. I want to show you this one. This is the Union, the UE, that's Union Endicott High School Engineering Department earns a Program Excellent Award. And this is it's an international award as far as that goes. So let's go ahead and curtail the comments here and bring this up. Here we go. And let's listen to this one. This looks like it could be a good interesting story.
Program has taken home a prestigious award. The program earning the International Technology and Engineering Educator Association's Excellence Award. It's the highest award given by the ITEEA, which is a professional organization of technology educators. UA High School was recognized for excellence in teaching, and the results of the program, including a fully functioning flight simulator, trebuchets, and a sustainability classroom for the district. The program is one of only 20 worldwide to earn the award in 2025.
One of the things being at the international conference and receiving this award is we really got to connect with other programs across the country and across the world that received this award. One of the themes that we saw throughout all these programs is the support that we get from our administration in our district, which is huge. From our administration at the high school all the way up to the district administration and our Board of Education, supporting, that their support makes this possible.
So that my takeaway, I'm watching that the high schoolers nowadays, look at all that stuff they got to play with. They have so many opportunities. There's so many opportunities that kids have, and I would have to say, as much as you hear that the school systems here in the United States are crap, the Southern Tier has some very good schools as far as high schools. They do a lot of good things, and they're very smart kids, and there's opportunities for all the kids. This crap that said, oh, the school, you don't learn anything. Look what the kids are doing there. Okay, Union, and this is Union Endicott. That's right here in the Southern Tier of upstate New York, and there's other schools doing other things and stuff like that. So, I give it a little grain of salt there as far as the people that say the education system is crap here in the United States. It depends on where you're looking as far as that goes. Oh, it's an international. It was for engineering. It was for engineering there, Liberty. It was the engineering international. It was an international engineering award. Okay, so you got students at the high school level that are learning engineering, where when I was in high school, you had to go to college you almost had to go to a master's program to become an engineer and stuff. So let's see, the more rural it is, the better the schooling. Inner school is where, and that's where they focus too, Deplorable. They focus in on the city schools, and there's some good city schools. Okay, I know firsthand as far as down there in New York City, there are some good schools, but it just seems, and they look at the data, the stats, okay, maybe that shows something, that tells something, but I don't think it's a conclusive report on everything. But yeah, inner cities is where the system fails, and I would have to agree with that to a certain degree, because there are some great schools in the urban areas and stuff like that. They just overshadowed, I think, as far as that goes. And Liberty says, okay, as far as the international award for engineering. And engineering is a big thing, because I worked for where I worked at during the day job. I can't say where, but there was a lot of engineers, and you can learn a lot. And I'm just a knucklehead. But the job I had to facilitate a lot of things for engineers and stuff. Even when I worked at IBM, I can say I worked there. That was in Endicott. I don't know, Jerry. Why do people make stereotypes about the South? They make stereotypes about people up here in the North too. Look at what we just said about the way people talk down in New York City and Boston. That's stereotyping. So it's all over. It's not just certain regions and stuff like that. Let's see. Laura says, can't say I like school here very much. Really? I would figure Norway would have some great schools. I just have that impression, being a dumbass American, I guess, Laura. And let's see, Deplorable says, there are always expectations to everything, as nothing is absolute. More people that are in the education office are not in the classroom. The more it will, it's lopsided. I agree with that. Deplorable. It's very lopsided. You have more people in the admin side than actually teaching kids and stuff like that. So I would totally agree with that as far as that goes. So that was an interesting. So, but my takeaway on that video part is the kids, they have so many opportunities as far as, and that's just a rural school. Well, Endwell is a little bit more city-like because that's the county over in Broome County. Okay, what else do we got on Fox 40? We're going. What do we got for time? Wow, we've been on for 2 hours. Let me just check to see what other articles we have here, because we're at 2 hours and I got to get ready for a walk here. So that's it for Fox 40. WEBO. Let's see, they have a regional job fair being held at CCC next week, whatever CCC is. Railroad bridge replacement project sent for next week in Binghamton. That's on WNB or WEBO. WNBF, they're talking again. I guess Davis College is a big thing there. WBNG. Let's see what else. Do they have anything on WBNG? I appreciate all the comments, folks. This is great because this is one of the better broadcasts, especially my bonehead not turning the volume down, right? Liberty says, I also think how the teachers teach, keep it exciting. Exactly. You have to have, the teachers have to make it interesting for the and let's see. Laura says, back in the 80s, the schools were not good at all here. Violent teachers, some of them. Oh, really? And then Jerry says, many teachers are still violent out here. And that's in India. Yeah, that's the bad thing. You got some crap teachers that should be teaching as far as that goes. And, okay, let's see. WBNG, do we have anything? No, there's nothing there. And let's see, nothing on the Whale. ZZ Top. Oh, they're going to be at the Memorial Stadium. Ooh, that's interesting. And Channel 3. I agree with Laura and Jerry. Liberty says. Yeah, I do too. That's a good point. Very good point brought up there about the teachers. And let's see, Channel 34. I do not see anything. I think I'm rushing through this because we're at the 2 hour mark, and I'm not seeing anything that really, if something pops out at me here, I'm just going over my news feeds, and nothing there. Nothing there. A big story is about Davis College. So what's this? What's this up in Buffalo? J.A. Rule, 50 cents trade shots. Oh, okay. The rappers are arguing with each other. Okay, so I think that's it, folks, as far as on the news. We had good discussion, though. We had a great discussion going here, and I really appreciate it because it's a Friday, and this has been a great conversation, which will go great up on there on audio, the audio version that will be posted up on Spotify for creators. And let's see, do I have a campaign? No, I don't have a campaign because we're at 14 again. Damn it. Couldn't we get that to 15, Rumble? We have 7 people on Rumble. I ought to, let's see, live chat, studio, comments. Okay. All right. We're doing good, though. We're doing good. Let's see. Liberty says, I remember quite a few who were violent. Yeah, the teachers. There, you could have. I had a couple rough teachers myself, and let's see. Laura says my English teacher actually died. Oh, he passed away. Oh, wow. He was one of the good ones. Yeah, I had one of the best teachers I remember. Well, I remember in elementary, it was Mr. O'Shea and Mrs. Thecka and Ms. Perry. Those are my grade school teachers. And the one high school teacher I remember is Mr. Zalanowski, Mr. Z. If you ever looked at Nick Minolte, his movie Teachers, that was Mr. Z. Let's see. And Liberty says, this was great, and I'm so glad Deplorable is in Rumble chat with me. Yeah, I appreciate, this is the most Rumble chat we have, and I really appreciate you guys being on Rumble as far as that goes. It's a really I love seeing the Rumble chat because we haven't really had that much. So Liberty and Deplorable, thank you very much. Love me some Rumble. Yeah, Rumble rocks. We currently have 7 people on Rumble, 1 person on YouTube. Twitch is not too far behind. There's 6 people on Twitch. So I really appreciate Twitch. Can't forget Twitch. Twitch, I think, is still a great program. And X Live, how many people we got on X Live? I have to go over there. Let me refresh. And let's see. We have 5 people over on X Live, and on the Facebook, I just have the Facebook up. It's up there. How come that's fuzzy? Facebook is okay. There it is. Facebook is doing okay. And let me refresh that. So we're sitting at let's see. And Jerry says some teachers are really good who actually care about their students, but they always get crapped from kids, or even they get crappy pay and stuff. I agree. That's a good point, Jerry. Thank you. But let's see. We've been on for 2 hours and 12 minutes, folks. I got to back out of here. I could stay here for another hour talking with you, but we are at the 2 hour plus limit here. And because I got to she's still on the phone. I got to get ready because we got to go out for a walk here. And temperature's only 36 degrees. It's still cold out. So we're going to go ahead and exit stage left. I want to say thank you for those that were in the chat. And that's starting off with, we had Tony D starting us off from Warner Robins, Georgia. We had Tim Fan40. Thank you for being here, coming in from Maryland. We had Liberty coming in from the Buffalo, Niagara area. Thank you very much. We had Big Juice coming in from Ohio. Thank you, Steve. Captain Rehab, thank you very much, sir. Greatly appreciate it. You kept it real. Coming in from Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. Greatly appreciate that. And we had Liberty coming in. I did say Liberty. Liberty came in from from Buffalo, Niagara. We had Deplorable coming in from Western Massachusetts, or Western. Sorry, Deplorable. Northwest area of Pennsylvania, and in Bradford there. He was in Bradford, okay. And we had Laura coming in from Norway. Thank you, Laura, for being here. And we had our first-time chatter and first-time person here. Thank you for the follow, Jerry, coming in from India. Greatly appreciate there, Jerry. And I think I got everybody. Did I forget anybody? We had a lot of comments here. Holy crap. Thank you very much, guys. And let's see. Let me get down to the bottom here, finish up the comments. Let's see. Let's see. Deplorable. This is finishing the comments here. Deplorable says, have a great weekend, or have a great walk. Yes, we plan on it. And Liberty says, have a great Easter, everyone. Enjoy. Yeah, have a great weekend, folks. It's Easter weekend. And Captain Rehab. Captain Heb. Oh, that's your other. Oh, is that Captain Rehab? You got another account? Did you get banned? Rehab Captain. Did Captain get banned on Twitch? And Jerry, he's saying goodbye. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you for being here. And the Deplorable, happy Easter, and don't eat the egg bunnies. Should not lay eggs. Yeah. And Captain Rehab blog, can I get a second shout out? Yeah, Captain Rehab. I want 2 shout outs. Okay, Captain Rehab. There we go. Captain Rehab. Like Liberty. Okay, I gave you 2. I'll give you a third one. Lots of laughs. Just kidding, Captain Rehab. He's always joking. Thanks for being here, Captain. You have a good one down there in Philly. And Laura finishing us off with take care and have a nice walk. I plan on it, guys. All right, folks. I am Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich, wishing you all well. You can follow me over on X at Fireman Rich. where I post links to good stuff throughout the day. I post on other places. You can just Google at Fireman Rich. Do the Google at Fireman Rich, and you'll see where else I'm at. And we do appreciate all the folks that were here in the chat. Greatly appreciate it. Double thumbs up to you guys. Thank you very much. This is one of the best broadcasts I've had to date with the amount of people in the chat, and I love that. It's all about having a conversation, and I do appreciate that from the heart, guys. And I want to say thank you for those people that were just sitting back watching. You are appreciated as well, just to let you know. And for those people watching on the replay, and the people that are listening on the audio podcast of the Friday Morning Coffee on Spotify for Creators, at Fireman Rich over there. And oh, I got to go back to the comments here. What's this? Liberty wants a third shout out. Okay, Liberty, you got your third shout out. Okay, come on, guys. And Liberty just the double thumbs up. And Deplorable, we're going to end with Deplorable with the flag there. There's the flag. We're going to end with that, folks. You all have a great one. Again, take care. Have a great Friday. We made it to the weekend. You people that are working, just get through the day, and the weekend's here. Have a great weekend. We'll be talking to you. Rich Roberts, wishing you all well. Live life. Have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks, and have a great day. And we are out of here with, what is it? Skateboard. Take care, folks.